Jake has had some experiences today with our best friends, our folks at the what is
The
it? What do you call it?
Department of Motor
Yeah, the
Vehicles.
division or department, whatever, of motor vehicles. So why don't you tell us a little bit
I
about that?
fucking yeah. I'm gonna make some really controversial points here about hating the Department of Motor
Oh
Vehicles.
yeah, there's stuff
I'm thinking of a Family Guy bit. That's why I'm saying it like Peter.
there's stuff that you
But
have there's ammo that you have against the DMV that the Simpsons hasn't unloaded.
yeah, right. Yeah, Simpsons already did it, dude. I've been living in North Carolina for a year and a half now, and I just today got a North Carolina license plate. And the reason you want to know the reason why people avoid the DMV
Slow.
because it's not the reason that you think. Okay, everybody thinks like people avoid the DMV because it sucks,
Yeah.
and the people behind the counter are rude, and the other people there are stinky and they're rude and some of them
Well,
are
there's a lot of that
creepy
too. I mean, that's a big part of why the people avoid the
and
DMV.
it's dirty and grim and boring
Yeah.
and it's a pain in the ass. No, that's not why people avoid the DMV. That is not. I'm going to make a claim here.
Yeah, illuminate us.
That's not the reason people avoid the DMV. They don't avoid the DMV because of the shitheads behind the counter. They don't avoid the DMV because of the other people there. They don't even avoid the DMV because of how many hours you got to spend there.
Hmm.
Like, how can you say it, Jake? Madness. What are you talking about?
What
Of
are you
course
talking
that's
about?
why people avoid the DMV.
Yeah.
No. People avoid the DMV because they know. You know, after having been alive on this planet for at least a couple decades or more, that if you go, there is a good chance you won't even get done what you were supposed
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
done.
The DMV is one of
That
those.
is why people
The
avoid the
DMV is one of those
DMV.
places where it's like this like side quest in a video game, like where
Ugh,
you go and start the quest and they go like, "Well, actually, it's funny because a lot of there used to be old GTA games where you would go to the place of the quest, you would do
yeah,
part of the quest, and then they would say like, "Hey, you have to come back tomorrow." In the game, they would tell you have to come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. So then in the game, you either had to again go to sleep or just fuck off and wait for and wait. Dude, I swear, if my brother's listening, he can type in, or anybody who's played like GTA 3, GTA, like the old GTA's, like GTA, like Vice City Stories, like all those old GTA's. Like they know that they had those like ridiculous like quests.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the DMV. Like I
I
told you,
only ever
I
played.
had to go there a few
I.
times and I had to go back a few times.
It's so funny. I only ever played five. I missed out, dude, because everybody our age talks about like Vice
Yeah, you
City,
missed out, dude.
GTA 4. I missed out. Yeah, because I wasn't allowed to play games like that until I was like 14,
Yeah, but you
pretty
can do it. I
much.
mean,
My parents took that T for teen
yeah.
awful
No, but you
literally.
can,
Let
you
me
can. I
tell
mean,
you,
you can
that
go.
M for
Yeah,
mature.
you can go back there. You can carve out some time, to play like an hour or two, like once in a while, because it's like
Yeah.
those games, especially Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand
Mm.
Theft Auto San Andreas. Those are like the big. I feel like those are like really like great games. Like I played those through my teens. Stories in those games are classic and iconic. All the missions. So I would say that those are still worth it. And obviously, we're going into the new Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 6. But all those old GTA games were great, man. But go ahead.
Couldn't even believe I saw a trailer for GTA 6. I thought it would never. We thought it would never happen.
Yeah,
But
they pushed it to next year. It was
no,
supposed to be this
dude.
year.
You know what video game they need to make? GTA needs to be discontinued. It needs to be DMV. Okay,
Damn.
and you can.
You need to keep going back.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the entire campaign is just getting your new license in the state you just moved to.
Yeah, but
No,
you have to move to another state every
that's
week.
actually easy these days with like online mail in and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Ah, no, but that is the anyone listening, you know I'm right. That's why we avoid the DMV. It's not. I'm telling you, if anything else that lasts 2-3 hours and is a pain in the ass, it's oh we gotta fuck we gotta go get that. We got to go. We're working on a house project. We got to go, to this store. It's 45 minutes away, and we got to look around in there for this part. All in all, the whole trip is going to be like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, all right, well, they have the part. Yeah, they have the part. All right, let's go. And we got to do a little consultation and do the paperwork, but it'll get done.
Right.
As long as, barring acts of God, it will get done. Oh, my fucking nephew has a recital going on at his school. We got to go. It's going to be an hour show, and then we got to, there's a little reception after, and then plus driving. That's going to be like 2 hours out of your day. Oh, all right, but it's going to happen.
Right.
What the DM fucking V?
They make no promises, dude. Nothing's promised at the DMV.
You're gonna spend hours, and there might be something. Mm-hmm. Even though you went online and looked through all the fucking forms, and even though you talked to customer service, there's gonna be something that someone's gonna send you back for. And then the next time you come in, you're gonna have someone else, and they're gonna say, "No, actually, you didn't need that." What fuck?
Yeah, there's always something like that. Yeah, there's no the knowledge is not spread amongst everybody. There's certain people who know things, other people don't know those things, so they have old information. Yeah. You know how I treat the DMV. This is how I treat the DMV. I treat the DMV as like I have to get up like at the crack of dawn. Like I have to be there exactly when they open. Like I've been at the DMV before, and by before I mean like multiple occasions. I've been there. They open like at 7. I've been there like at 6:40, and there's already a line of people. There's already a line of people at the DMV at 6:40.
Oh, Edward.
And I've been there.
Edward.
But the good thing about being, one of those the good things about being a beefy baby triple ricer, early ricer, that's a reference to film school, is that you get out of there. You get there, they open up, they usually just see you right away, even if there's like a couple people in front of you. And then you leave, and if you have to go, if they tell you like, hey, we need this or that from you, if you carved out a time in your morning, you can go back, get the thing, come back, and still, get through it pretty quickly because people are usually at work or they're not up. Lazy people are not at the DMV, they're not there. So everybody who's there in the morning is because they have business and they're not trying to be there for too long. But 2 p.m. at the DMV, that's not the time to be at the DMV.
Dude, I will never. 6:55 a.m. I won't even be. No,
I've been there.
I get up at 8. I get up at 8:50 every day. It ain't, dude.
I've been at the
DMV. I'll just take the ticket. That was my. I was like, you know what? I finally got the shit I needed to do done today. I got my license plate. I finally just was like, all right, here, we got the final piece that I need, and. But you know what? I was just like, you know what? The last time I tried was like, dude, I think it was like 9 months ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. If I get pulled over, fuck it.
It took 9 months
I just couldn't. I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I'm not. How many afternoons?
It's like you gave birth
or mornings am I gonna waste?
No, dude, it's like you gave birth to giving a fuck. It's like it took 9 months. It's like you got pregnant, and then 9 months later, a fuck. It came out of you, and you're like, oh, it's been given. Now I have to go back to the DMV because now I care again. I care. What is it? The iced tea thing. I care now. Yeah.
I care now. I'm iced tea. Dude. Yeah. No, dude. I mean, I was like, you know what? I'll just fucking take the ticket. No, and there was some other circumstances that I didn't even give a fuck. There were some circumstances that made it extremely, let's say, pertinent. I don't want to bore everybody with these fucking details, but that made it pertinent to get it done today. I did not give birth to giving a fuck. I happily would have gone.
The world forced it out of you,
months longer.
The world forced it out of
Dude,
you. You
I
were
would
pregnant
have
with
gone
that
months
fuck,
longer.
and then you were like,
Dude,
I don't need it. That's a need to
fuck
come
it.
out. And the world
Dude, I
pressed
work
you.
from
They're like, no,
no, I work
it
from
needs to come
home.
out.
I work from home, man. Cop pulls me over. I don't know, dude. It's my fucking. When did you move here, sir? I don't know. Like
Last week.
Something
Mm.
something in the past. I don't know. Not today.
No, they were never gonna pull you over for a license plate.
No, dude. I knew someone who was driving. You know that sticker you put on your license plate when you pay your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I knew someone who was driving around with that thing out of date for like 10 years.
Yeah, they're never gonna pull you over,
dude.
For that. Like the issue with that is,
and I'm a good driver too. But go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, I'm a good driver.
No, yeah, the issue with that is that
shit.
it's like if you do some dumb thing, like when you gets into your head that you go like, I'm gonna do it. Finally, I'm gonna get the thing. Then they go like, it's been 10 years, so you owe us like $10,000, and then you have to pay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, I had to pay I had to pay a tax today. Like a fucking state tax. Like $500.
Yes.
It wasn't because it was late. It was just for having the car.
No, I know, because the same thing.
I was like, how do you guys even know? I'm good for it.
Like,
but it's
dude, I know.
What happens when Joe Schmo, who works down at the Sphinx, comes down and you're like, you owe us $500?
Yeah, no, dude, I've been there.
I've
been there. Like, this was me last year because I've relocated to a different state than I was before, and it was the same thing to me. I went there. I got through it, even though they threw hurdles at me. They threw hurdles. I told you. They were like, actually, you're missing this thing from your insurance company. I was like, oh, wait. It's like, wait, hold my spot. I'm just going to call him, like I was like, you guys are not going to defeat me. I'm not leaving. You're not defeating me. Because they always want to defeat you. Like, they always want to find a thing, like you said before. They always want to find, like, a reason to be like, actually, just come back. Because they just want to, because they're procrastinating.
That's their thing.
They love procrastinating. They love just postponing work. They go like, just leave. If they could tell you, they love telling you.
No, sir, that's the No, sir, that's the 1190, sir.
Yeah, like, dude, if they could tell you, like, hey, could you just leave, please, and come back like tomorrow? They would just say that to you. But they find a reason. They look at all your paperwork and they go like, actually, there was like a missing comma here. It's like, and then they find like an example. And they go like, in this paper, you see, it says Harold Stevenson, comma, driver, and in yours it says Harold Stevenson, driver. There needs to be a comma there. They just find like a bunch of random nonsense. But they were trying to defeat me. This lady, I remember, she was like, sir, we needed to say that you have insurance and that on this date, they changed it on this date, and that they also did this other thing. Because I had it that I had insurance and that I had changed it on this date. But they were like, I also need this other thing that you didn't know on your paper.
You got to hold your ground, dude.
Yeah,
as long as you stand at that fucking counter and don't move, you're good. Yeah, like, once you get that spot,
that was the thing.
You gotta fucking, like when a dog holds onto a chew toy.
Yeah, you have to hold it. Yeah, but that was the thing. I was like,
you gotta hold that spot.
I was like, look, I'm gonna call my insurance company. I'm gonna get this sorted out right away. I was like, you guys have printers here. You can print it. Like, it's all cool. We're cool with the gang. And so I did it, and I did it. But after I did that, then they were like, also you owe us $500. I was like, what? I didn't know this. Oh, I owe you guys money just for driving around in this state. I get it. Okay, here's the money. Scooby.
That's the thing, dude. That's the thing, dude. People bash, like, conservatives bash liberals, liberals bash conservatives. I gotta say, man, in South Carolina, they don't make you pay no fucking, big ass $500 on tax. But once you get into a state that has a little drop of blue in it, they're like, "Oh, you owe us this money, that shit, fucking this shit." Oh,
but look, there's something I gotta say, and it is that I would rather, as long as I can afford it, do it, knowing that maybe I live somewhere that cares about people. Because if that money is going to like, hey, we're like funding like Boys and Girls Club and shit like that, it's like, yes, they can take my money. I have no issue with that. So that's me fighting for the the little people. I'll fight for the little people.
Yeah, I guess I only have that. There's only so many $500 payments I'm willing to make before I drop that out.
Before you let go and live in Texas. Fuck everybody and go to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like I'm paying this 500 because, dude, she goes, all right, the rest is going to be on your card. First of all, they're like, okay, the $8 fee has to be cash.
Oh,
I'm like,
curve.
what the fuck?
It's quite a curve.
I'm like, are you out of your fuck?
Yeah.
Do you have an ATM? She's like, yeah, back there.
I
go to the fucking
ATM. And you have to pay the ATM money too because ATM's not free.
I know, they charged me $3 fucking dollars.
Yeah,
so
it's a convenience fee.
It's like, okay, you shitheads, I'll pay the fee to get the cash. And then I give her the $8 and she's like, all right, the rest is on your card. I'm like, great. How much is it? She's like, oh, $541. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I look at the thing and it's 541.00. And I'm like, 541?
Yeah,
she's like,
541,
yeah,
like 540.
I'm like,
you thought it was $5.41.
Are you out of your fuck?
Yeah. Oh, God.
But I'm sitting there. This is the point I'm trying to make. I'm sitting there and I'm paying, and I'm like, holy shit, it's like I'm buying a protein bar at Quick Trip. Like, I'm just like, yep, here you go. Tapping my fucking card. And I'm like, what happens when Joe Blow, who works at Hobby Lobby,
do you want me to tell you what happens
down here?
I can tell you what happens.
And you're like, 500, sir, you owe us $500.
I can tell you what happens.
That dude doesn't have he doesn't have the cash. He doesn't have that in his savings, and he doesn't have credit because he's making the minimum payments and he actually owes the credit card.
Dude, I'm going to tell you what happens.
How does he drive?
I'm going to tell you what happens.
Yeah, I know what you're... Yeah, go.
They say to you, you owe us 541. And in this instance, I'm Joe Schmo. You know, and I go like, oh, 541, all right, I got it. You know, and then you start looking into your car, you're like, I got it, I'm good for 541. And then you look at it and it says 541. And so then you or I say, oh, you meant $541. And the lady at the other side goes like, yes, 541. You owe us 541. And he goes like, 541, I don't know. You know. And then the lady says it again. She goes, you owe us 541, but with like more intensity. And this time you start sweating, and you go like, you guys have some payment plans or coupons?
And then sir, we don't have any payment plans.
Yeah, dude. So after you fail that interaction 3 times, they go, get him! They just like scream. They click a button, and a bunch of people show up and like grab you. They take your keys. They take your car.
Yeah. And they all have smoker's voice too. They're just like, get him!
Oh yeah, you gotta get through that job somehow, dude.
But yeah, just chain smoking.
But yeah, they take your car.
They all have smoker's voice. You go up, they're like, you got the title. I'm like, holy shit.
Well, in The Simpsons, Marge, you've seen The Simpsons, like, the Marge's sisters, they work at the DMV.
Yeah, Selma and Patty.
Yeah, and they are
they really?
Smokers. Yeah, they work at the DMV and they are smokers.
Oh shit! Well, I knew they were smokers. I didn't realize they worked at the DMV.
They work at the DMV. Yeah, the Simpsons has like 8,000 DMV jokes because those characters are just obviously they're recurring, and everything with them is DMV shit.
Yeah. I was thinking about the. It's funny. I watched an episode of The Simpsons the other night. Coincidentally, I hadn't watched The Simpsons in forever.
I haven't watched it in forever.
And it was a Selma and Patty centric episode.
Oh, really?
So that's hilarious that you bring that up.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of the Family Guy DMV bit where the guy's standing at the counter and Peter's just like, "No, sir, that's the 1190 shirt. No, sir, don't get snippy with me." You know. God, these fucks. No, you know what happens really is that guy's like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna drive around without the proper plates.
Yeah, they just say they go like, "Oh, I'll be back then."